Coming up on this hour of Chris 6 Sunrise, more than $46 million in upgrades are coming to Corpus Christi's Regional Transportation Authority. How this investment could improve service across the city.
And here's a look at the other stories we're covering in your neighborhood.
I'm Suzanne Stevens. Use more water this winter, pay more next year. I'll explain how coming up.
If you need an excuse to book a trip, Travel Tuesday may provide you the motivation. I'm Michaela Chavez, showing you where the real savings are and which travel offers to avoid coming up.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Chris 6 Sunrise. Thank you so much for waking up with the Hoffmans today. I'm Michelle Hoffman.
And I'm Brian Hoffman. Yeah, it's a Tuesday. It feels a very Monday Tuesday, though. At least it's a lot colder, but it's not as soggy out. Those road conditions, they're at least a little bit better this morning. More on that. Meteorologist Stephen Jones joins us. How you doing this morning, buddy?
Good morning.
Well, good morning, you guys. I'm doing just great this morning. I mean, like you said, though, it's feeling a little bit Monday-like. Was a little more tired this morning, I guess I would say. What about you guys?
Yeah, it was hard to get out of bed with the chillier temperatures, without a doubt.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Just makes it a little tougher. You want to stay warm in bed, but luckily, like you said, not as soggy out there, and the traffic flow, plenty of greens on the board. So exactly what we want to see as we're kicking off our Tuesday morning. So let's get into it here, starting off with the Harbor Bridge. As you can see, to and from Portland this morning, gonna be good and green if you're heading out that way, so the traffic flowing nice and smooth. Into the Corpus Christi area now, Ocean Drive, nice and green, as well as SPID, Saratoga, and Crosstown Expressway out there. Only a couple minor slowdowns. Rodfield, as you're coming up to SPID, and it looks like the junction of Crosstown Expressway and Saratoga, they're just very minor slowdowns though at that. As we look over to Flower Bluff Drive, nice and green, although Waldron Road, a minor slowdown there to account a couple extra minutes for. And finally, over towards the island, lots of green on the board, just like what we want to see. So for the most part, wherever you're coming from and going to, going to be a good and green morning to head out and kick off your Tuesday.
Stephen, thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you. We're going to check back in with you in just a little bit. But first, early voting is actually underway for the runoff election. So Robstown residents will be voting in a couple of different runoffs. First, the race for mayor between incumbent David Petey Martinez and Marianne Saenz. Also on the runoff ballot for Robstown residents, well, that is a race for council member place number 1 seat. The candidates in this race are John A. Raymond and Roberto Silguro. So early voting ends on Tuesday, December 9th. Runoff election day, well, that is Saturday, December 13th.
One person is dead and 2 others are hurt following a 3-vehicle crash west of Orange Grove. It happened around 10:30 Monday morning at the intersection of FM 624 and County Road 304. According to DPS, a 2010 Ford Fusion driven by Patricia Saldana failed to stop at the intersection. Saldana then hit the driver's side of a Chevrolet truck driven by Benjamin Ellis, causing it to hit a Toyota Venza driven by San Juana Ramirez of Orange Grove. Ramirez later died due to her injuries, and Saldana and Ellis were taken to a nearby hospital in Alice. The crash remains under investigation.
So the Kingsville Police Department is urging neighbors to lock their doors and their vehicles, making sure to secure their properties too. This comes after a series of burglaries that took place Sunday and Monday involving both vehicles and local businesses. A grocery store was broken into just before 2 a.m. on Sunday, and that same day, cars of 2 residents were broken into. Now, officials say that the investigation is ongoing, and these incidents have already resulted in multiple arrests.
So the Corpus Christi Regional Transportation Authority current maintenance facility on Bear Lane will be getting a $46 million replacement. The grant was awarded to RTA through the Federal Infrastructure Act. Corpus Christi was one of only 5 cities in the country to get similar grants. The new maintenance facility will include a bus wash, updated training spaces, and updated equipment. And we're told once the project is complete, it will be one of the most modern transit maintenance facilities in the country.
Pretty much everyone we talked to said the same thing. They have no idea how the city figures out their wastewater charge. And here's the thing, the city doesn't measure it, they estimate it based on your winter water use.
Is it good? I don't know.
They're busy all day long.
Reba George knows. She oversees a tiny room inside City Hall where a small team handles thousands of water billing questions every day. She says the city uses winter months because people typically use less water then.
They're not using it outside. They're not filling their swimming pools or washing their cars and so forth, watering their grass. Well, we can't do that anyway right now.
Here's the formula. CCW uses your winter water use from December through February billing cycles to calculate your wastewater charge for the next 12 months.
Well, hey there, and good Tuesday morning, Coastal Bend. I'm meteorologist Stephen Jones. As we're taking a live look out at Snoopy's Pier Skycam, thanks to Matthews CCAC, still a good amount of low cloud cover out there and pretty chilly with temperatures in the 40s, coming in at 45 over here on Snoopy's Skycam. Winds out of the north-northwest, also pretty breezy and cool, coming in at 16 miles an hour, but not too bad out there as we're kicking off our Tuesday. Just definitely feeling like a December morning here in Corpus Christi. Coming in at 45 over there in Ingleside, as well as Port Aransas, 39 the cool spot up in Beeville this morning, and as we round out 43 there in Kingsville, off to the northwest, Cotulla coming in at that 41-degree mark. As we compare ourselves to the rest of the nation, though, let's take a look off to the north, comparing ourselves to that 4 degrees in Bismarck, North Dakota, up in Pierre, South Dakota, 6 degrees 10 there in Omaha, Nebraska. So there's where the core of that cold air is, and it's sliding off towards the east. They're going to see some more good snow showers up into the New England area. As we go for our day planner here in Corpus Christi, though, plenty of sunshine going to be on the board as we roll into the afternoon, warming us up pretty substantially into that 60-degree mark or so, at least up into the upper 50s, with partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies, and those winds also starting to die down closer to that 10-mile-an-hour mark, closer to, or opposed to that 20 miles an hour that we were seeing yesterday. For our forecast, high is going to be chasing the lower 60s as you work your way inland, upper 50s there along the coast, and really not too much to complain about with these below average temperatures here for our Tuesday. In terms of the big weather picture, though, we're still dealing with that cloud cover here right now, but the high pressure is starting to work more into the Lone Star State, so we're going to watch this cloud cover slide off to the east later today as we go into it, with the rain chances along with it. As we look at the upper level pattern, you can see where this last trough worked in, and it's now sliding off towards the east. But as we go into Wednesday and Thursday, this next trough of low pressure going to make its way into the central United States, sending a good cold front our way, and also going to cool us off pretty nicely as we head into the Friday time frame. You can see on our forecast high temperatures that dip by Friday before we see the return flow take us up into the 70s by the time we're heading into Sunday, and then another dip into early next week as we start slightly below average for that second week of December. For our Doppler radar, nice and quiet right now, and as we go through the rest of the day, more sunshine anticipated to make its return to our skies. And as we go into tomorrow, that's where the return flow really starts, and some spotty shower activity could start to kick back up, but the better rain chances going to reside with Thursday and into Friday. But overall, in terms of rainfall totals, only looking like a quarter of an inch to maybe upwards of half an inch. As we go into the weekend, those rain chances die down until we go into next week. We start to see them kick back up just a little bit, but overall, we're going to take every drop we can get because we definitely need it for the time being. And in terms of those rainfall estimates, we're going to be on the tail end of this system once again, with the best rainfall totals going to be working off towards the east into the Gulf and off towards the Houston area. But as we look at our 7-day forecast, the temperature is also going to be on a roller coaster. The 50s there by Friday, the 70s again this weekend before we start off next week in those 60s.
Well, online safety is one of the top priorities for parents these days. Coming up, Scripps News Group's Joe St. George has more on the Kids Online Safety Act and reaction from parents. Welcome back, folks. 6:12 is your time on this Tuesday morning. We're taking a live look from our SBID Skycam. Traffic picking up pretty nicely. Not as soggy conditions, but we're going to be checking in with meteorologist Stephen Jones. He's standing by to find out if it might be soggy later on in the day or the week. But first, we have some national headlines to get to. So kids' online safety is on the list of topics that Congress is set to talk about today. There are actually 19 different bills on the agenda that need to be reviewed. All of them deal with online safety.
Now, to talk more about this Kids Online Safety Act, we bring in our Deputy Political Director, Joe St. George. Hey, good morning, Joe. Can you break down the Kids Online Safety Act for us, and why are parents concerned that the bills don't go far enough?
Well, it's going to be a landmark moment. Reason being is that there has been this push for something to be done on Capitol Hill regarding kids' online safety for not just months. I mean, we're talking about years, but taking on big tech, taking on the big social media companies, it's always been a bit of a thorny issue when it comes to American politics. This hearing taking place 10:15 a.m. Eastern Time, 9:15 a.m. Central Time this morning. You can tune in if you'd like. Over a dozen pieces of legislation are at least going to be discussed. Ideas like age limits for when someone can sign up for social media. What has some parents concerned is the Senate did take action previously regarding kids' online safety acts, and there was a liability clause inserted into the Senate version that essentially would hold social media sites accountable for improper action. Remember, there's a number of parents who are passionate about this issue because social media, bullying on social media, resulting in perhaps the death, the suicide of a child. So this issue hits home for many families across the country, and they're concerned that the House version of these Kids Online Safety Act legislation may be more watered down compared to what the Senate passes. But again, we're starting to get in the weeds. We're starting to get in the details here. Congress looks, though, poised to do something regarding social media. Does it go far enough for parents out there? Again, it's unclear. Another area involving tech that I think is worth watching over the course of the next couple weeks: AI. Who regulates AI? Remember, there's been an effort in a number of states across the country to do it at the state level, regulate what can be done. There is a push in Congress by some to have this become a federal issue so that states can no longer regulate artificial intelligence on their own, that it becomes a federal issue regulated by the federal government, regulated by Congress. So a lot of movement regarding technology, kids' online social media accounts. Some proposals are being backed by the big tech companies, others are not. But again, we'll wait and see. This is a hot topic for so many parents out there, especially in South Texas.
Yeah, absolutely, Joe. Well, thank you so much for the rundown.
Appreciate you keeping up to date on it, sir. Looking forward to talking again very soon.
Well, hey there, and good Tuesday morning. I'm meteorologist Stephen Jones. As we're taking a live look at our Snoopy's Pier sky cam, thanks to Matthew CCAC, the causeway in view. A few more cars starting to head out there for that Tuesday morning commute now that we're heading towards the 6:15 time frame. 45 degrees though, and winds out of the north-northwest at 16 miles an hour. Definitely want to bundle up as you're heading out the door. A little bit chilly out there, definitely below average. As we're looking at those temperatures in your neck of the woods, 39 the cool spot up in Beeville this morning. A little warmer along the coast, coming in at 45 for Port Aransas, the Naval Air Station in Ingleside, 43 the number for Alice, and then as we work off towards Hebronville in the southwest, coming in at about 42 degrees for that temperature this morning. But as we compare ourselves to the rest of the nation, 10 degrees up there in Omaha, Nebraska, 14 in International Falls, Minnesota, Bismarck, North Dakota coming in at 4 degrees, not 40 degrees, so definitely cool up there to the north. Luckily, we're not freezing here in most of the Lone Star State, but Dallas and Amarillo coming in below that freezing mark, so that cool air definitely here for the time being. As we look at our dog walking forecast today, we've got Chapita here, just having a relaxing day on the couch. It looks like enjoying some nice temperatures. Not as chill or not as warm today for Chapita out there. 45 by 9 a.m., 52 by the 11 a.m. hour, so starts to get a little bit better as we're rolling into the afternoon. But if you're heading out early this morning, wouldn't be a horrible idea to bring the booties out for that little walk. And as we go for the forecast highs, you can see chasing that 60-degree mark here in Corpus Christi. Lower 60s as you work your way inland along the coast. Just a little bit cooler, coming in the upper 50s for those daytime highs, but I wouldn't be surprised to see a couple more 60s on the board as well, because we should start to get a little bit more sunshine out here into the afternoon. For the big weather picture, though, we still have all this cloud cover here in Corpus Christi, but the high pressure is moving more into the Lone Star State, and that's what's going to drive some more of those sunny skies as we go into the afternoon. For the upper level pattern, though, that next trough of low pressure going to be on the way. You can see our last one that working off towards the east coast, with our next one on the way by the Thursday time frame. Going to send a decent cool down our way, and in the forecast highs, a little bit of that roller coaster effect that we've been looking at the past couple of days. Cool by Friday, warm by Sunday, cool again as we're going to be starting off next weekend, that second week of December. For our future tracker, you can see where more sunshine going to come out later today, but as we go into tomorrow, that's where we see the return flow really kick up and some spotty shower activity as well. Overall rainfall totals not looking amazing amazing with this system, but either way, going to see some spotty shower and thunderstorm activity potential with this, with the best totals residing off towards the Houston area because we're going to be a little bit on the tail end of this system, unfortunately. As we go into the entire next 7 days, though, for that rain chances, you can see the weekend going to be nice and dry before it kicks back up again going into Monday night and into Tuesday. Looks like we could have another system working into the area, so more hope to look forward to with the rainfall situation. For our 7-day forecast, though, that cold front going to cool us off nice and chilly by Friday in the 50s with those rain chances on the board. Current rain totals looking like about 1/4 of an inch to maybe 1/2 of an inch before we warm back up going into Sunday, and then see those rain chances kick back up into early next week.
A multi-use facility in San Diego collapsed after just 9 months of construction. I'm Alyssa Trevino with the concern from neighbors and the school district's response.
This is Veterans in Focus, sponsored by the Heil Law Firm, battling for justice, winning for the community.
December is packed with ways to support our veterans, and this week alone there are tons of chances to show up and give back. Take a look. Today is your last chance to actually see the massive patriotic flag display at the Richard Borchard Regional Fairgrounds in Robstown, and that's because tomorrow, starting at 10 a.m., the Coastal Bend Flags of Valor will be deactivated. And if you've been waiting for a sign to do a good deed this month, this right here is it. Organizers need volunteers to help pick up, fold, and sort the 1,000 flags with respect, and also gather and store all the rebar and PVC pipes. And that's not all, folks. December also gives us a moment to remember. Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day honors the 2,403 Americans killed in the surprise attack 84 years ago. It's officially observed on December 7th, and there's a ceremony at Cheryl's Veterans Memorial Park at 10 a.m. on Saturday. The USS Lexington is also having a ceremony. That one's on Sunday at 2 p.m. And that's just the start, folks. There are even more holiday events on the way, too, with giveaways and ways to give back. I'll have a full look at this month's happenings in this week's Veterans in Focus at 6 tonight.
Well, hey there, and happy December 2nd, Coastal Bend, as we take a live look at our USS Lexington cam. Thanks to First Community Bank, the new Harbor Bridge in view. A few more cars starting to hit the roadway as we're getting ready for that Tuesday morning commute. And as we look across most of the Corpus Christi area, plenty of greens on the board, and exactly how we like to kick off our Tuesday with that traffic flow looking good. So let's get into it here with the Harbor Bridge, just like we were looking at with the Sky Cam, good and green that way, flowing nice and smooth if you're heading to or from Portland this morning. Over into our area in Corpus Christi, Ocean Drive nice and clear this morning, as well as SPID, Saratoga, and Crosstown Expressway. Just those minor slowdowns there on Rodfield as you're coming up to SPID, as well as close to Crosstown Expressway there and Saratoga. Over into Flower Bluff, nice and clear on Flower Bluff Drive. A minor slowdown on Waldron Road to account a couple extra minutes for on that commute. And as we look over into the island, plenty of greens on the board as well, only a minor slowdown there at the stoplight. So really, wherever you're coming from and going to, going to be a good and green morning to head out for that Tuesday morning commute.
A frightening scene at a Rockport church over the weekend. I'm Adam Beam in Rockport with new details about the suspect and the charges he now faces.
Now, weather on the 6s.
Well, good Tuesday morning there, Coastal Bend. Taking a live look out at our Snoopy Sky Cam, thanks to Matthews CCAC. Still dealing with some of that low cloud cover out there, 45 degrees, nice and chilly as we're kicking off our Tuesday. And you can see the causeway in view, a few more cars heading out for that Tuesday morning commute as we're looking out there. And really not too bad of a morning. But as we took a look back at yesterday, it was pretty chilly out and about. Only got up to about 52 degrees. That's 20 degrees shy of where we're supposed to be for that daytime high average, 72 where we should be this time of year. Morning lows also below average, just about 5 degrees, though either way short of that record 29 degrees we set back there in 2006. And we got a good amount of rainfall, at least 0.13 of an inch, keeping us shy of that 10.5 inch mark in terms of a rainfall deficit. But either way, still a bit of work to do on the rainfall front for 2025. As we take a look at what to expect for the rest of today, more sunshine going to come out as we head into the afternoon, turning to mostly sunny skies and partly cloudy this morning. Winds are going to calm down also. It was pretty breezy out there yesterday. Going to be more of that 10 to 15 mile an hour range that we're more accustomed to as we roll in through our Tuesday, and going to be just pleasant out there today. Pretty comfortable. Daytime highs only chasing that upper 50s, maybe even the lower 60s in some of our inland communities. For the temperatures currently out there, 39 the cool spot up in Beeville right now, 45 over in Ingleside. The same for the Naval Air Station currently, and then 42 the number as we work off to the southwest, Alice, San Diego, and Hebronville this morning as we get started on our Tuesday. But either way, compared to the rest of the nation, at least further off to the north, we're not too bad up here or down here compared to Bismarck, North Dakota, coming in at 4 degrees, 8 there in Pierre, South Dakota, and off towards Maine coming in at 19 degrees. So definitely some cool air out there, but the only ones really escaping it, Florida coming in the 60s and 70s down there towards Miami. Back here in Corpus Christi, though, for our dog walking forecast today, we've got Chapita here ready to go on her walk, just enjoying a nice Corpus Christi day. And as we look at those temperatures this morning, going to be the 40s through that 10 a.m. hour. The 50s make their return by 11 a.m. and going into that lunchtime hour into that 55-degree marker. So winds out of the north 10 to 15 miles an hour, also slightly coming down. But if you're heading out for that walk early this morning, not the worst idea to bring the booties along for it to keep warm out there. Forecast highs today, like we talked about, the upper 50s along the coast, chasing the lower 60s as you work your way inland slightly, but more sunshine coming out. Not going to be too bad of a Tuesday for us. With that high pressure working into the Lone Star State, we're going to see this cloud cover continue its trek off towards the east. And as we go through the next few days, a bit of a roller coaster on the way for us in terms of the upper level pattern. This last trough working off towards the east coast, and then our next upper level trough going to be working in by that Thursday time frame, sending a good cold front our way. And by Friday, going to be back into those 50s. Some nice cool temperatures on the way for us, at least going to be below average. And as we look at those forecast highs, going to be on that roller coaster effect. Sunday pushing into those upper 70s, maybe even 80 degrees, but that might be a little bit warm. Next week, going to start off in the 60s before we bounce around roughly that average mark going into the later portions of the week. But for now, we're going to take every drop of rain we can get on our 7-day forecast with that 10.5 inches to go in terms of 2025 and these nice cool temperatures, the 50s by Friday, the 70s by the weekend, something for everybody if you're a winter or summer lover. And then we go into next week, starting it off in those upper 60s.
A loan during the holidays may sound like a lifeline until the money never arrives. How fake offers can cost you in our 12 Scams of Christmas. I'm Mallory Safaste in Baltimore. Holiday bills are piling up and so are loan offers. But beware of scammers trying to get you to pay them instead. A Colorado wealth management firm says an imposter is using its name to shop fake loans while consumers flood them with complaints.
You have 12 new voice messages.
The calls are annoying and relentless.
I see here that we were able to get you pre-qualified for a debt consolidation loan starting at $45,000. Message marked for deletion. New message. I see your loan file is almost approved for up to $64,000. Message marked for deletion.
And when we checked the Better Business Bureau's scam tracker, we found dozens of complaints tied to Ridgegate Financial. People report getting up to 30 calls a day, offered loans for $50,000 when they never applied. Some say they've received hundreds of calls for months from all different phone numbers, disrupting their work and family life.
With a budget-friendly monthly payment of $475 per month. Message marked for deletion.
And on the receiving end of the backlash is Ridgegate Financial CEO Wallace Smith.
All of a sudden, as if someone had flipped a switch, we started getting rather frustrated or aggressive phone calls and emails from folks saying, please stop calling me. I've asked you to stop calling me, and we don't call.
Do you offer loans?
Oh, no. No, we don't offer loans.
But there's nothing he can do to stop it. They've posted this warning on their main website, and they regularly respond to angry comments on social media.
Our reputation is what we have to trade on, and we've taken 22 years establishing a strong reputation for being a good, financial services in a regulated industry. And it's tough.
And these scammers are tricky. Wally's tried calling the phone numbers, but says unless your number is on their call list, you never reach a live agent.
And what they're preying on is trying to get personally identifiable information, including Social Security numbers, from victims. So, and then the other part of it is, hey, to collect, all you need to do is pay us a little fee up front to help us out.
This is called an advance fee loan scam. Fraudsters claim the fees are for processing, insurance, or paperwork. Legitimate lenders will never guarantee a loan for paying the fee or without checking your credit.
Hundreds, probably 450, 500 emails at this point.
Wally is in touch with the FBI and encourages anyone receiving these calls to report them to the FCC, FTC, State Attorney General, and to always be skeptical of unsolicited loan offers.
To say, hey, we've got a loan for you, we want to give you 50 or 60, that just doesn't happen. So just please realize that's too good to be true, and don't be victimized by it.
Another common loan scam is scammers asking for your bank information. They may deposit some money to appear legitimate, but it's only temporary. If you spend it or send it elsewhere before it clears, you're responsible for paying it back. With your 12 scams of Christmas, I'm Mallory Safoste.
Well, hey there, and good Tuesday morning, Coastal Bend. I'm meteorologist Stephen Jones. Taking a live look out at our USS Lexington cam, thanks to First Community Bank, you could see the new Harbor Bridge and in view more cars starting to head out for that Tuesday morning commute. Also, the aquarium nice and lit up this morning, putting on a good view as we're kicking off our Tuesday. Just a little chilly, coming in at that 43-degree mark. And dew points are nice and dry in the wake of that cold front. In the 30s for almost all of us, 42 over there as you work into Hebronville this morning towards the southwest. And getting a good look at some of those temperatures in your neighborhoods, sitting at 44 there in Port Aransas, 42 the number for Rockport as well as Alice this morning. All of us enjoying those winds out of the north and northwest, around 5 to upwards of 16 miles an hour on the board there in Port Aransas and over at the Naval Air Station. Luckily, visibilities are looking good out there this morning, and as we look at the radar, no rain to worry about as you're heading out for that Tuesday morning commute, and really as we head through the rest of the day, going to remain dry until we go into the rest of the week. So I'll break down all those rain chances and the full 7-day forecast in just a bit.
Now, 20 minutes of non-stop news, sponsored by Ewald Kubota.
Hey, welcome back, folks. Thank you so much for joining us for our 20 minutes of non-stop news with the Hoffmans this Taco Tuesday. I'm Brian Hoffman.
And I'm Michelle Hoffman. Folks, we have plenty of neighborhood news for you as always this morning. But first, let's check in with meteorologist Stephen Jones to see how the roadways are shaping up, with people maybe going back to work today too.
Yeah, I definitely think so a little bit, but luckily it doesn't look like the traffic flow has been that bad out there this morning, and just a little bit chilly, so hopefully everybody's bundling up. But by this afternoon, I think maybe even starting to lose the jackets. Either way, as we take a live look out there at our SPID Skycam, just a beautiful sunrise on the view this morning with some of that low cloud cover still in place, but the traffic flowing nice and smooth there along SPID. And as we get a good look at the entire map, lots of green on the board, and exactly how we like to start off our Tuesdays. Over on the Harbor Bridge, if you're heading out that way, going to be good and green traffic flowing on that roadway as we work into Corpus Christi, Ocean Drive, SPID, and Crosstown Expressway, all looking good. The only minor slowdown there on Saratoga as you're coming up over towards Rodfield Road, and over into Flower Bluff now. Flower Bluff Drive looking good and green, although Waldron Road, a minor slowdown there to account for just a couple of extra minutes. Although really, wherever you're coming from and going to today, going to be a good and green morning for the most part to head out and kick off your Tuesday.
Stephen, thank you so much for that, sir. We're going to check back in with you in just a little bit. But first, we have so much neighborhood news to get to this morning.
Yes, from how residents in Corpus Christi are charged for their wastewater to a new bishop for the Diocese of Corpus Christi. We have you covered in your neighborhood check-in.
Pretty much everyone we talked to said the same thing. They have no idea how the city figures out their wastewater charge. And here's the thing, the city doesn't measure it, they estimate it based on your winter water use.
Is it good? I don't know.
They're busy all day long.
Reba George knows. She oversees a tiny room inside City Hall where a small team handles thousands of water billing questions every day. She says the city uses winter months because people typically use less water then.
They're not using it outside. They're not filling their swimming pools or washing their cars and so forth, watering their grass. Well, we can't do that anyway right now.
Here's the formula. CCW uses your winter water use from December through February billing cycles to calculate your wastewater charge for the next 12 months.
A frightening moment Sunday morning as services had just wrapped here at St. Peter's Catholic Church, when churchgoers say they saw a man standing in the parking lot holding a revolver with his finger on the trigger. When officers arrived, they say the man, now identified as 45-year-old An Huynh, refused to follow commands and attempted to leave the scene. Huynh, a Rockport resident, was said to have been familiar with the congregation. Chief Nathan Anderson tells me several churchgoers recognized Huynh and believe he may have been experiencing a mental health issue. Huyhn's now facing 2 charges: unlawful possession of a firearm and deadly conduct.
You need to keep an eye out. You need to see something strange going on. You need to report it. Don't just ignore it.
I'm Melissa Trevino, your neighborhood news reporter in San Diego. Over the weekend, neighbors alerted me on Facebook that the multi-use facility under construction had collapsed. I spoke with one resident who says he's just grateful no one was hurt. These are just some of the things San Diego residents are saying right now on social media after this multi-purpose facility for the school district collapsed over the weekend. Many of you reached out to me to look into what happened. Elias Bueno lives about 2 blocks away from the high school, which is where the facility is being built. The $3.5 million structure is part of the May 2024 bond election projects. Many residents I spoke with off camera tell me they don't know what happened. All they heard was a loud boom. I reached out to the school district to get some answers. I was able to get in touch with Superintendent Dr. Rodrigo Peña over the phone, but he said at this time, school officials will not be doing any interviews on this matter. The school district released this statement online saying, in part, the school district will make sure the architect, engineers, and contractor provide all information to explain what caused this collapse. In the meantime, our school district staff will immediately collaborate with the contractor to barricade all perimeter of the working site to ensure student safety.
A new face is at the Diocese of Corpus Christi. Amara Conejo and I'll introduce you to the newly appointed bishop. Bishop designate Mario Alberto Aviles, born in Mexico City, has been appointed by Pope Leo XIV as the 9th bishop of the Diocese of Corpus Christi. He says he wants to walk with, listen to, and support the community, beginning by visiting parishes, missions, and schools. A former teacher and principal, he brings a strong passion for Catholic education. He's taking over Bishop Michael Mulvey, the 8th bishop, who served for more than 15 years and will be in the area to help. Aviles comes from serving the Diocese of Brownsville. He will be officially installed January 28th.
Well, hey there, and good Tuesday morning, Coastal Bend. I'm meteorologist Stephen Jones. As we're taking a live look out at our SPID Skycam, just a gorgeous sunrise on hand for us. More cars starting to hit that roadway, though, as we're heading closer to 7 a.m. now for that Tuesday morning commute. Either way, just looking like a beautiful morning out there as we're kicking off our Tuesday. As we're looking at what to expect for the rest of the day, though, you can see more sunshine expected to come out, with the cloud cover starting to leave off towards the east as we head into the afternoon, especially. Either way, those winds are also going to come down to the 10 to 15 mile an hour range compared to that 20 to 25 mile an hour range we were at yesterday, and going to be just a great day, coming in the upper 50s, if not that 60-degree mark for daytime highs. So really just not too much to complain about on this Tuesday. For our temperatures out there, though, a couple 30s made their way to the board. 39 in Beeville as well as Cotulla, tying for the cool spot out there this morning. 44 over in Port Aransas, and then the warm spot going to be Ingleside, just beating them out for 45 degrees. 42 over there in San Diego, as well as Hebbronville as we work our way to the southwest. So nice chilly air as we're kicking off our Tuesday, but nothing compared to what they're seeing up in the Dakotas, with 4 degrees there in Bismarck, North Dakota, 8 in Pierre, South Dakota, International Falls, Minnesota, coming in at 14 degrees. So definitely some chilly air up there. They're going to need a couple extra layers compared to us here in Corpus Christi. For our dog walking forecast today, we've got Chapita here, just relaxing on the couch and enjoying a nice Corpus Christi day. But as we get ready for that walk this morning, I think it might be a little cooler, coming in at 45 degrees by 9 a.m., 52 by 11 a.m., 55 by the noon hour. So as we roll into the afternoon, not too bad. But if you're heading out for that walk early this morning, not the worst idea to bring the booties along for it. For the forecast highs, though, not too bad at all, chasing the lower 60s for all of us as we work our way inland, upper 50s along the coast there today. So nice and cool weather with more high pressure working into the Lone Star State. So the cloud cover we still do have in place going to continue its trek off towards the east as we go through the rest of our day. And as we look at the upper level pattern, our next trough of low pressure anticipated to work into the area by the time we're heading into Friday, kicking up some rain chances just a little bit as we go into Thursday and Friday, and also producing a roller coaster effect on our daytime high temperatures. We're going to be nice and cool as we head into Friday. By the time we're heading into Sunday, that's where we see a little bit of a resurgence in those temperatures back to the upper 70s. So for our 7-day forecast, we're going to take every drop of rain we can get that's on it right now. 58 there by Friday for that daytime high. Overnight lows in those 40s as we roll into the weekend before we warm up just a little bit going into the next week with overnight lows in the 50s.
Hey guys, it's Michaela Chavez, your neighborhood news reporter in Corpus Christi. For now, because I recently learned about Travel Tuesday, one of the best days of the year to book a vacation. So we're going to hop on a Zoom with a travel expert who's going to give us the scoop on what's actually worth your money, what deals are legit, and if Travel Tuesday is worth all the hype. Last year, I came down with the bug, the travel bug. And since I have 0 trips planned for next year, I figured I would get a head start now. First thing I learned, Travel Tuesday equals saving money on pretty much everything.
From resorts, flights, even rental car companies.
Basically, Travel Tuesday is the Black Friday of vacations. But like Black Friday, it doesn't actually stay in its lane. Deals drop on this day, but the booking window could be 24 hours or even months. It's chaos, but the fun kind?
A lot of times they'll say you have to book tomorrow, but again, look at the fine print. That deal may have been already going on for a few weeks or a couple months.
Your booking dates may be different than your travel dates, so you can book the place you're staying at now and flights later. Normally, Shauna loves package deals, but today's different. Resorts are desperate to fill rooms, which means cheap rooms everywhere.
Book this week for these certain travel dates and you get like 50% off your room, you get free perks. And so a lot of the clients are grabbing that, but we're not looking for flights yet.
And get this, she says it's actually cheaper to travel internationally.
The biggest deals that I have seen, especially lately, has been for like the Dominican. Also all over Mexico. Aruba is really pushing for travelers right now.
Now the most important part, the fine print.
You know, you may pay $50 to go one way, but then $1,000 to come home. You have to stay maybe a 6-night stay and your 7th night is free. Or you have to book a certain room.
And watch out for scams. Don't book through that random email with 17 emojis and a vacation price that feels illegal.
Especially email or Facebook, social media. If you get a private message saying, hey, we have a great deal, just make sure the company's legit.
Another hack. Sometimes it's even cheaper to book directly through the resort to avoid extra fees. And if you want to save even more, get an agent. And if you're like me, not sure where you want to go, you just know you want to go somewhere.
It's always fun to window shop, and you never know, you might find one that you really, really have been wanting to do for a long time, and it's just a great deal. You can't pass it up.
So, if you notice I'm suddenly absent from our newscasts, just know it's probably because I found a Travel Tuesday deal I just couldn't pass up in Corpus Christi, or destination TBD. I'm your Sunrise Neighborhood News reporter, Michaela Chavez, Chris 6 News.
Now, 6 things to know before you go.
All right, starting off this list, President Donald Trump's special envoy, Steve Witkoff, is in Moscow to meet with Russian President Vladimir Putin. The pair will discuss proposed changes to a 28-point peace plan created by the U.S. Over the weekend, Witkoff and Secretary of State Marco Rubio met with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky to negotiate over the proposal. Witkoff's role in the peace efforts came under scrutiny last week, though, following reports that he actually coached Russian advisors on how to pitch the peace plan to President Trump.
The Senate Armed Services Committee is set to receive a closed-door briefing on recent naval aviation mishaps today. In October, a fighter jet and a helicopter based off of the aircraft carrier USS Nimitz both crashed into the South China Sea within 30 minutes of each other. According to the Navy's Pacific Fleet, the causes of the two crash were under investigation, and 3 other naval aviation mishaps also happened on the USS Harry S. Truman during a deployment to the Middle East involving fighter jets.
Homeland Security Secretary, Kristi Noem, she's calling for a full travel ban on certain countries. And Noem posted her comments on social media after meeting with President Trump on Monday. It's unclear which countries could face a travel ban, and Noem's remarks came just days after investigators identified an Afghan national as a suspect in the shooting of 2 National Guard members in Washington, D.C. last week.
Here in your neighborhood, you can possibly get some help with your gas bill. The city of Corpus Christi has launched Operation Heat Help. It provides financial assistance of up to $100 per household for qualifying families. The Corpus Christi Gas Department is accepting applications for the assistance until Friday, February 27th of next year, of course. And there are certain income guidelines you must meet to qualify. You'll find all of that information on our website, christv.com.
The Corpus Christi Regional Transportation Authority current maintenance facility on Bear Lane, well, that's going to be getting a $46 million replacement. The grant was awarded through the RTA through the Federal Infrastructure Act. Corpus Christi was one of only 5 cities in the country to get similar grants. The new maintenance facility will include a bus watch, updated training spaces, and updated equipment too. Once the project is complete, it'll be one of the most modern transit maintenance facilities in the entire country.
And folks, heads up, tonight is the last night for the live nativity scene at St. John Paul II Academy. The scene is a drive-through event held at the school tonight from 6 to 8. John Paul Academy is at 3114 Saratoga Boulevard right here in Corpus Christi.
On to what's trending now. The term rage bait, that was named Oxford University's Word of the Year for 2025. It's described as the feeling a person gets when reading something online that appears purposefully to incite anger or get a reaction. So according to the UK-based dictionary, the use of rage bait tripled in 2025. More than 30,000 people voted to help choose the Word of the Year. So aura farming and biohack were the 2 other finalists. So aura farming is when people post online and they go in heroic poses, or they act more confident than they may be, increasing their aura. And of course, the biohacking is kind of what Michelle does with her bodybuilding. You know, just those micro adjustments in either your exercise or your diet to make changes to your body.
Oh, see, I didn't know the last 2. Rage bait, very familiar with. I thought that was 2024, you know. But yeah, aura farming, interesting.
Indeed, yes. I think we're all guilty of a little aura farming, though. Isn't social media kind of to showcase the best of yourself, right?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. You know, the one I wasn't familiar with, though, biohack. I mean, that was definitely a new one to me. But rage bait, you know, I've seen a lot of rage bait on there.
Yes.
I feel like when people say In-N-Out's better than Whataburger, I mean, that's definitely to incite a reaction. I have to say.
In-N-Out is better than Whataburger.
Okay.
Sorry, I said it.
So we have some live rage bait going on now. But as we take a look at some of our weather out there, it's looking pretty good out there today. Just a little chilly and definitely feeling like a December morning. Coming in those mid to lower 40s as we're taking a live look out at Snoopy's Pier thanks to Matthew CCAC. And just a gorgeous sunrise as well with the cloud cover we still have left over in the wake of our cold front as we're kicking off our Tuesday. Just not too bad out there. But what to expect for the rest of the day? Well, more sunshine going to be making its return to our skies as we go into the afternoon especially. And those winds are going to be dying down closer to that 10 to 15 mile an hour range. Just a pretty normal wind forecast for today. And in terms of the daytime highs, just looking very pleasant and great in the upper 50s, if not the lower 60s. So you could probably keep the jacket with you all day, but with the sunshine out and about this afternoon, might be feeling good enough where you could take it off as well. For the temperatures out there right now, the cool spot going to be Beeville coming in at 38 degrees. Over at the Naval Air Station, 45. That's going to be the same for Ingleside, tied for our warm spot today. And as we look to the northwest, Cotulla rounding us out at about 39 degrees. And as as we look at the rest of the nation, we're not too bad compared to what they're seeing in the Dakotas. Bismarck, North Dakota, 7 degrees. Pierre, South Dakota coming in at 10, tying there with Omaha, Nebraska. The only ones really getting the warm weather still right now going to be Florida, coming in some of those 60s, even the 70s down towards Miami. But back here in Corpus Christi, we're going to be on the warm up as we go through today. Here's a look at our dog walking forecast. And today we've got Chapita here just relaxing on the couch and enjoying a nice Corpus Christi day. But those temperatures for her walk today going to be 45 by 9 a.m., 52 by 11 a.m., and 55 there by that lunchtime hour. So not too bad into the afternoon, but maybe if you're taking that walk early this morning, maybe not a horrible idea to bring the booties along to try and stay a little warm. We're going to be still pretty chilly this morning. As we go through the rest of our day, though, chasing that daytime high around 59 degrees or so by 3 p.m. So looking like a beautiful Tuesday for us, with more high pressure working into the Lone Star State and more sunshine going to be making its way into Corpus Christi, with the cloud cover working off towards the east. And as we get a good look at the entire 7-day forecast, going to see the cloud cover unfortunately make a return by the time we're heading into tomorrow through the Friday timeframe, with some scattered shower activity, but also going to see some nice cool temperatures into those upper 50s by Friday. Then that roller coaster effect that we were talking about, 77 by Sunday, and going into next week, another slight cool down. So I'd say not a bad forecast. I think there's something for everybody on here.
Yeah, perfect for the weekend, especially if you want to spend some time outdoors, I think.
Yeah, or maybe stop by Whataburger. No worries, folks. The Hoffman household is divided in this. Yeah. Well, hey, thank you so much for tuning in, folks. We hope you stay warm out there. Time to break out those coats, at least for the morning. We will see you next time. Have a great day.
Bye.